Yay, we are live. Welcome. Okay, you guys, we're super excited to share about sunscreen and summer products. And this is my beautiful friend, Michelle. Introduce yourself. I always go backwards.
Oh, you did great. I'm Michelle Barber, and I'm a beauty care consultant with Robin, and having fun down here
Yay.
in Cochise County.
Yes, I love it. I love the technology lets us be together wherever we are. So you guys, while we're getting started, if some of you are jumping on, if you're watching the replay, comment. I'm going to start with one of my summer favorites, which actually is just my favorite all the time. These are hydrogel eye patches. You guys, this stuff is my favorite thing. So I'm going to let this sit. Yeah, I look a little crazy. You guys are catching me without any makeup on, which most people don't get to see. So you're welcome. Okay, Michelle, I'm trying to get these on. These are not as easy to put on.
Well, you're doing pretty good.
On a camera, so I'm like trying to. Okay. Alrighty. How do I look? Oh,
amazing. Glittery.
It's glitter. Yes, there's glitter in these. So if you guys know me at all, glitter is like my favorite color. And yes, glitter is a color. So please don't hate if you don't like glitter. I have got some friends who don't love glitter. So we're going to get started. But my name is Robin Moore. For those of you that don't know, I am a sales director with AK. And I love what I do. Because what I get to do is share products that I Oh, am I getting an echo, Michelle? Do you hear me echoing? I feel like
not on my end.
Okay. I just heard a little echo, so I was a little worried about that. Okay. Technology. We got to figure it all out. So anyways, this is what I get to do. Right now, we're doing it all virtually. Before COVID, we used to do this mostly in person, but now we're doing it virtually, and I kind of like it. I have a good time. I love being able to be with people all over the country. So we're going to go ahead, get started. We want to know who invited you, so comment. Again, watching the replay or live with us, comment and tell us who invited you. We're super excited. And we're just going to jump into it because I'm going to keep this short and sweet. And if you know me, I usually don't do anything short. So here we go. Michelle, we're talking about sunscreen today. Before Mary Kay, what was your sunscreen use like? What did you like about sunscreen? Tell the people what sunscreen meant to you or what it didn't mean to you.
I absolutely hated sunscreen because I always, as I've learned, I put it on wrong. I'd put it on too thick or too close to the eyes, and so it would burn. I didn't care for any makeup or anything or any kind of sunscreen because it was horrible. So I just did the old-fashioned thing of hats and long sleeves and just tried to stay out of the sun. So I avoided sunscreen at all costs. Well, until I started using Mary Kay. So it's made a heck of a difference.
Well, and if for you guys that don't know Michelle either, she has kind of a cool career besides Mary Kay. She owns her own business and she does engraving. So she works in a shop all day. So she's, she goes from what do you always say? From dust to glam, or what is
sandpaper and sawdust to glam and get pretty.
Yeah.
Something to that effect.
What I love about that, though, is that sunscreen, first of all, you're doing the right things by avoiding the sun. It's not easy to do in Arizona. If you're from Arizona like we are, it's hard to do. But if you are not able to always avoid the sun, we want to educate you a little bit on sunscreen. So my first thing that I'm always going to tell you, no matter what, when it comes to your skin, is start with skincare. Skincare is everything. I brought my favorite Time-Wise Miracle set today because the 3 signs of aging, the 3 things that age your skin, the number 1 thing, we're talking about it today, is sun. The number 2 thing is stress. So hopefully we can relieve some stress and bring you some joy today. That's our goal. So I came all crazy, maybe even make you laugh a little. And the number 3 thing is the environment. Which means unfortunately, we don't live in an organic world. We have our world full of pollution, dust, dirt, and if you've ever heard me speak ever, most of what's made up of dust and everything around us in the air is actually dead human skin cells. Yeah. Every time we're sloughing off our dead skin cells, it's just going into the air and it's around you. I know. It grosses you
That's
out.
the grossest part for me.
I know. I know. Okay.
Not
So
fun.
start with skincare. And when we start with skincare, I'm going to show you guys that you should be cleansing. That's the basics. It's cleansing, exfoliating, toning, moisturizing, and protecting. So I did all those things already today. Actually, I didn't do all of them. I cleansed, I exfoliated, and I toned by doing one step, which is using our cleanser. And then I did my number one favorite sunscreen for my face, which is our age minimizing 3D day cream. Why do I love this product? Number one, like Michelle said, most people hate sunscreen because it's oily, it's thick, it gets into your eyes, all the things. Our product has no added water or oil, so it just soaks directly into your skin and it protects for such a long time, as well as it's anti-aging. So while it's protecting your skin, it's also making you look younger. Okay. And one of Michelle's friends said to me the other day, I am willing to do anything to keep my age looking younger without going under the knife. Well, here you have found that is a lot of women, right? We want to stay looking younger and healthy, but we are not really prepared to go under, in surgery or anything like that, or anything extreme to our skin. So that's what I love about what we get to do, is we get to do that with a fun, easy way. The next product I want to share with you is also for your face. This is for the people who have a lot of damage from sun. It isn't always about age. Some of us have more skin damage just based on the activities we do. If you tend to be outside and you don't cover yourself, or you grew up playing a lot of sports outdoors and you never wore sunscreen, you probably have more damage than most. So this product, our Repair Day Cream, is a game changer. This is not going to anti-age. This is going to literally reverse the signs of aging. You're going to go backwards, like Back to the Future, but the other way.
My aunt's been using it for a few weeks and she says she doesn't look 21 yet. I said, keep using it.
Keep using it. She's like, I'm ready. I promise you, you will see a huge difference. So that is for the face. So skincare, a big part of skincare is sunscreen. And this is not information that's like from just my brain. This is dermatology. This is the health. This is the American Skin Cancer Society. This is information I'm bringing you that I have researched and done, and knowledge that I get from our dermatologists in Mary Kay, and really any dermatologist, if you ever talk to one, they will teach you all of these things. Sunscreen. So the reason I wanted to do a whole event on sunscreen is because I always say I could talk forever about sunscreen. And the reason for that is because in America, we are one of the only countries in the entire world that does not regulate our sunscreen. We have the lowest regulations when it comes to skincare, cosmetics, even vitamin products. And so I'm going to stick to sunscreen though. And so one of the reasons is because sunscreen itself in the United States is a $7 billion industry. People are making a lot of money from you buying the wrong thing. It's just what it is. And I'm not trying to be negative, but I want to educate you. So before I go into the Mary Kay sunscreen, I want to talk about SPF, sun protection factor. There is no such thing as 100 SPF. When people start to go above these numbers, it's a marketing tactic because we have no regulation. So it is a marketing number. It is not actually legitimate. If you look at the standards, SPF 50 is about the highest that they actually show scientifically that helps and protects, okay? The second thing is there are two types of sunscreen. You have a chemical sunscreen and a mineral sunscreen. I want to be clear. They're not, it's not based on their texture. It's just two different types. Both could be in a liquid form. So it's just, there's two different types. A chemical sunscreen, how it works is when it's done with your face or your body, it does a chemical reaction that allows for the product to face. So it only works for a little bit of time. Then there is the mineral sunscreen, which the mineral sunscreen, it actually acts like a shield. It bounces off the sun rays, so it covers, so it really does a much better job of protecting your face and your body from the sun because it acts as a shield versus having a chemical reaction on your skin. So that is really important to know. And one of the things, the hardest thing is you don't know what's a chemical versus a mineral. There's no information on that. So if you need education on sunscreen, ask me, ask your Mary Kay consultant, or do some research on the Skin Cancer Foundation. They do a lot of testing on products across the board because they just want people to be educated. And what they do is they take their seal of approval and they put it on products that do exactly what they say they're going to do. And yes, Mary Kay is one of those products that we have their seal of approval. I'm not saying we're the only one, but we are one of the most recommended products for health and safety as far as sunscreen goes. The other thing that I'm going to say, and I'm glad I don't have to look at anyone's face because sometimes I feel bad, the worst thing you could do for your body and for yourself and for your children is to use a spray sunscreen. I get it. I have a 2-year-old. I know how convenient it is to just spray on something to the kid, but really it's doing more damage than it is good. Most of the time it's not actually protecting them. I could give you thousands of testimonials of men, women, and children about our sunscreen and how they'll go somewhere with their friends and everyone's reapplying all day. They've applied once and they didn't get burned the whole time. I could tell you 1,000. If there's people probably on here that have the same experiences. So if you need some testimonials from non-Mary Kay people, we've got those too. But I'm just really impressed with how much our sunscreen works. And I had my husband, this is actually our bottle. I had my husband talk about this on an event we did for the men. And what he talks about is when he sweats a lot, sunscreen always comes into his eyes, and he's a fisherman. So they go deep sea fishing. He's like, I can't have sunscreen burning my eye while I'm catching 100-pound marlin. I'm like, yeah, that's probably not super beneficial. So having a product that really is going to work and is going to absorb is important. So our sunscreen does all of these things. And this, the one we have for our broad spectrum, which is super important. Broad spectrum means it covers UVA and UVB. I think of, to make it super simple, the UVA rays are the aging ones. The UVB rays are the burning ones. So like the sun has both. If you're going to go to a tanning bed, most of the time they're just A rays, which is why it looks a little different. But if you're going to be doing something that just really protect your face, at least, because that is really important to me. I used to be a sun worshiper. I get it. It's nice. You will always know that my face is always lighter than the rest of my body because I will cover this thing if it costs the world. Like, I just understand how important it is. Once you learn something, you can't unlearn it, right? So sunscreen. Also, I learned a trick. We have these beauty blenders, these beauty sponges for Mary Kay. When you have small children, it's hard to get on their face. So I use the beauty sponge to put the sunscreen on my son's face, and it makes it so much easier. So pro tip from someone else that I'm giving to you. Okay. So what happens, Michelle, have you ever gone out and got burnt, or are you always good at keeping your protective layer on?
Oh, heck no. I've been burnt many times and it's not fun.
And have you used like products, like what have you used in the past before Mary Kay?
Oh, I haven't used it, but my mother-in-law scared the heck out of me one time because she came out with aloe vera leaves taped to her face.
How funny. Well,
yeah. So
well, no.
aloe vera, that sort of thing, but yeah.
Aloe vera is like the #1 thing that we use. That people use, and it works, right? One of the biggest complaints I get from people is how sticky it is, and then it dries out your skin, right? So that's a big thing. So Mary Kay, and this is a summer-only product. I tell them, I'm like, for Arizona, you should make this a full year-round product. It's called our After Sun Replenishing Gel. So I always tell people, usually how I get my sunscreen customers is that they burnt themselves to a crisp like a lobster. I gave them some After Sun Replenishing Gel, and then they said, I need good sunscreen, right? That's how I get most of my sunscreen customers. It is what it is. Our After Sun Replenishing Gel, a couple of things. It does have that aloe extract, the aloe extract in it. It also has a humectant. And if you know anything about humectant, that's a moisturizer. It has a chamomile extract, and it really does help calm the skin, because what aloe doesn't have is a calming agent, right? So it has the cooling, but there's a cooling and a calming, and it also moisturizes. So it's not going to be super sticky or drying. This is a game changer, and you can use it on your children. You can use it on your face. You can use it anywhere on your body. If you're really a lobster, you'll want to apply multiple times a day. I love this product. If I've ever gone out and, forgotten my sunscreen or stayed out too long or whatever, I really will tell you, I don't have to use this product a whole ton, but that's because I've learned. But a lot of people live by this product because some people like to go get burnt. So when they do, they come back here. So some people say, well, what do I do if I can't go in the sun, I can't tan, I can't do all these things? What do I do? Well, I've got something for you. It's called the Subtle Tanning Lotion. And here's what I love. If you've ever used a false tanner, a lot of times you have orangeness or you have streakiness, right? And I've used them before. And it just doesn't look exactly right, or it fades off. What I love about this Subtle Tanning Lotion is it slowly and gradually grows. Every time you apply it, you can apply it 1-2 times a day. You can do it once a day, and then it will just continue to grow with your skin. It doesn't wash off, but it just evenly goes on, and it smells like heaven. I love this Subtle Tanning Lotion. So if you are looking for something that's not going to go from 0 to 12, it's not going to instantly tan you. It is going to subtly tan you and give you a smooth, beautiful tan. I did it last year on just one arm. That was like the funniest thing I've ever done because I literally had like one really smooth, like tan arm and then one like normal arm. I was like, well, good experiment. It was for you guys. It was for the people, right? We did it for the people. All right. So we've kind of gone over all of our sunscreen. If you guys have questions or comments about the sunscreen, feel free to comment on here. We may answer during this, or we may come back and answer any of your questions. So now I'm going to talk about some summer must-haves. Michelle's going to help me with this. So a lot of people, especially where we are, and we're a dry climate. We're not even humid, but keeping on your makeup or feeling like you have a good look for the day is really hard. You can go out and feel like your face is melting off just instantly. So I wanted to share my summertime must-haves. So the first one that we're talking about is our hydrogel eye patches. Well, you guys got to see them for yourselves. I literally feel like these are a daily necessity for me. I don't really sleep. I have a small baby. He's not a small baby. He's a 2-year-old, but he still is, whatever. Sleep is a thing. Michelle, she barely sleeps and she doesn't have children. It's the dogs and all the things she does. She's so busy. She's always thinking and she's always creative. But it's literally like, you guys, it's like I just threw caffeine underneath my eyes and it just, do you guys see that? Just brightens my eyes. And it actually gives me energy. I don't know what they put in these things, but I'm like, oh, I feel energized because I'm hydrated. So your face being hydrated is super important during the summer, whether you live in humid or dry climate. Hydration is important. Okay, Michelle, tell me your favorite thing about the hydrogel eye patches.
I just like how you can really feel the difference right after you use them. And a lot of the ladies, and even my dad, we use them, and it's one of those fun things where your eyes feel brighter, you feel happier, and people notice, you don't even tell them, and you go out and they're like, hey, what'd you do? And you just put on these patches.
I love that you mentioned them because, yes, I know they're a little glittery, but I will tell you, my dad really struggles with eye area puffiness. He loves these things. My husband will use them with me. They're just really good for people who want brighter, healthier, hydrated eyes. Okay, my next must-have, which Michelle was like, yes, this is a must-have. This is our oil-free hydrating gel. If I had to live on an island and take nothing else, this would be the thing I would take with me. I don't care. There is nothing else on the planet. I will find I'd find food. I need this. I need this in supplies of buckets. Even today, Michelle saw it. My husband walked in. He's like, hey, where's the gel? I'm like, it's right here. This is a staple in our household. And the reason for that is an oil-free hydrating gel. If you guys can see that, it really is a lightweight moisturizer. And I have really combination skin where I get very dry in some areas and I'm very oily in others. So I need a product who can hydrate instantly without causing any oil. This is the holy grail of hydrator. It's the best. I could put it on 3 times a day, but you're not supposed to. So Yes. And I already did that, so my face is ready for that. This next one, Michelle is going to talk a little bit about this product and what she loves about it.
I love the smoothing eye gel. It is amazing, especially after a day outside. When like I said, I'm sandpaper to sawdust all the time, and I'm out in the bright sun, but you're not, because I'm in the shop and different stuff. So even the bright sun or a day of swimming or whatever, I just dab a little bit on under my eyes, sometimes around the upper eye, and it just feels like the old fashioned cucumbers on your eyes. Really reduces the stress of everything. It just it really makes you not feel so tired. And I've even done it after a day of all on Zoom calls and video all day long, and you're just stressed out from the computer screens. It makes my eyes feel 100% better. It has actual cucumber extract in it, and it's 200% extreme hydration for your eye. I think I got that right.
No, you did.
So, yeah.
I love how you gave the example of like, it's like the old school cucumber on your eye, because it's like, it's stress reducing, right? It really does. It relieves your stress. So I love that you said that. Well, thank you for sharing that product. And also, pro tip, put it in the fridge so it's cold when you put it on. Amazing for the summer. Okay, I'm going to go into my summer look. That's why I don't have makeup on. It's why I don't have anything on. It's because I want to show you my quick summer look. My goal is to do this in like 5 minutes. So let's see how fast I can do this. And Michelle's going to help me a little. Yeah. So first, I start with my foundation primer. Why is this a summer must-have? 2 reasons. One is because it does have an SPF, so it helps to protect. Also, this is going to help my makeup stay on all day. It's going to help. It's like a primer. When you paint, you first have to prime. Right, Michelle? How does that whole thing work? I don't know. I don't know any of that stuff.
Yes, you get a nice base on your bottom, and then it builds. So if your base looks ugly, the top layer is going to look ugly. So it's always good to have primer, no matter what material you're working on.
I love that. And I tell people this all the time. Your makeup game cannot be a 10 if your skincare game is a 2. Michelle just proved that. Whatever you got underneath, it doesn't matter how much you put on top, it's still not going to look great. So you've got to have great foundation or foundation primer. Also, for people who don't really wear makeup, this is a really good base to just be the protecting layer between your skin and the environment, skin cells, all the craziness that's happening, for sure. And you guys just saw what I did right there. I spritzed. This is our Mary Kay finishing spray. So this, a lot of people say, well, it's called finishing spray. You put it on at the end. No, you don't. For a summer look, every single layer between my makeup, I put the finishing spray. It helps hold my makeup. Also, it feels phenomenal. It feels like you're getting a mist on your face. It cools you down. I actually keep one in my purse because I need all the help I can get to keep cool. I'm just saying. I even missed it sometimes on Luke because he's like, Mom, I want some too. I'm like, okay. All right. The next product is Michelle Barber's going to go through while I actually...
On your finishing spray, don't you use it elsewhere too to help through the summer?
Yes. So you can also, when you get out of the shower, thanks, Michelle. When you get out of the shower, dry off. Don't put any lotion on. You can put it under your armpits to help with sweating or any other areas that you may sweat as a woman that you don't really like. Good pro tip, Michelle. Good pro tip. Okay. We're going into the CC cream. So, Michelle, tell us all about the CC cream because I'm going to put mine on while you tell us.
I love the CC cream because it is, like I said, I'm still learning to be a glam girl, and sawdust to sandpaper. So my whole life, I've done just your very basics of things. So I am still at the basic level of just concealer or the CC cream. And I used to think that it was like, oh, this concealer, but it's actually a complexion corrector. And boy, does it make a difference because we were talking before the show and I said, well, it takes me a while to get together. And this is basically all I'm using at the moment. But it is just, it really does help on the fast and go. Like you may have a little bit of, blemishes or uneven toning colors, and it makes a heck of a difference. Even like right through here under your neck where you don't get the most sun. Because we're waiting for Robin to help me along with the makeup side of things. So I feel good with just using the basic light and go. I don't feel all pasty and thick and all that. And it has some great, it's very lightweight. It's blending pigments. It comes in, I think, the 4 colors, just as light to medium, 5. Yes. I think I have all 5 of them here. I can't count. So it all works, but it goes from your super light to super dark and you can blend it in and you just grab and go. It's easy. Very simple. It has, yes, does a lot of things, as it says, 8-in-1 benefits. It has the brightens, it corrects, it minimizes redness, it conceals, it hydrates, and it has the sunblock in it also, or SPF.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys saw how easy I put that on. This is what I do every day. This is my everyday look. So thank you, Michelle, for going through that because it is so easy. It's so simple. It color corrects, it's a lightweight foundation. And next, I'm going to do my under eye corrector. So I love this product because it helps with dark circles and it also helps just to brighten up my under eye. You'll see a lot of people like to use like concealers, but you want to make sure you're not using a concealer can sometimes draw more attention. So when you're using an under eye corrector, you guys are going to see that this peach color works for every skin tone. And the reason for that is the color wheel. So you guys just see automatically, like I know I have a little bit on this side, but it just automatically lifts and brightens. And what it does, it cancels out the blues and purples in my under eye to give me a bright looking without looking crazy. You know, like it's not like a crazy contour. And Michelle keeps saying glam girl, like I'm all glammed out, which really in all reality, most days, this is what you get. Like I throw on some CC cream, under eye corrector, and then the one that I cannot live without. Oh, and every time I feel like I need to, like I spray this stuff like it's my job. I'm just saying. My favorite last product that we're going to talk about today is the translucent powder. The translucent powder is game changing because it helps. You guys see how I have some shine? I'm going to show you a magic trick. Were you ready? Did you know you were coming for magic? Well, you are. So I love to be hydrated and I want my skin to be hydrated, but I don't want it to look oily, right? I want it to look nice and soft and beautiful. And look at what just happened. With a little bit of translucent powder, I took away all the shine, but I still look healthy and have a glow. That is my favorite thing.
Definitely a difference.
And so honestly, what I would do if I was literally leaving the house is I'm blessed enough that I get lash extensions so I don't have to use mascara, but you throw some mascara on, you throw your brow gel on, and you find your favorite little lip gloss and you walk out the door. This is my like everyday look with my kid. I don't have time for anything else. I usually don't even put blush on. This is me. And I put a little lip color on. Bam. So a summer look, even if you're going by the pool and you don't want to, you want to protect your face, but you want to have something on, this is a really easy, good look. So if you guys have about any of the products, please comment. We want to know what your favorite thing. What was your fave? Like post, tell us like what was your favorite product or favorite tip? Because we want to know, because that's how we run our businesses, is what you guys learn. So we hope you learned something fun today. We hope you enjoy your summer looks. If you guys have more questions about what products you want to see, let us know because we are willing to do all these fun things. We love doing this. Michelle, thank you for joining me today. And I love sharing this platform because like Michelle said, she's a newer consultant, but she's really building her business while she has a full-time business that she's running. She's running 2 businesses at once, and she's so successful in general. I just want you guys to know Mary Kay can fit into any lifestyle. She would have probably never thought in a million years she'd be selling Mary Kay.
Never in the world. Not. And I'm glad I am.
And life changes, right? Things change, life happens. So if you enjoyed what we did today and you realize this is what they do for a job, ask us about it. We love to share. And this month only, ending this month, there is a super sale, like super duper sale on our Mary Kay opportunity that is kind of insane that was even happening. So if you want more information, comment, let us know. We're giving away free lip glosses to anyone who wants to listen to the opportunity. It may not be for you, but you never know what can happen. Michelle Barber absolutely would never see herself here. And now she's here changing the world of Cochise County, right, Michelle?
Yeah, one step at a time. I'm loving it. I would have never thought I would have done this, but it's been so I was doing one of my first like in-house parties and with family members, and I'm like, wow, that was work, and that wasn't work. It was so fun. We were laughing and giggling and drinking coffee, and it was fun. It was
I love that.
And I would have never thought how easy and fun it is to do. And then the benefits of it all has been great.
Yes, I love that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you're bringing joy to people, and our goal was to bring joy to all of you guys today. So we hope that you had some fun, and we will see you guys all very soon. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.